This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Little Bluebird Studios, Comfort Fit Dentures, Aliberto's, and Summit Regional Medical Center. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Very good evening, and thank you for joining. Very good evening, and thank you for joining us here as we are at Payson High School, where the Round Valley Elk are bringing their undefeated record to take on the 4-1 Payson Longhorns. As I'm Derek Palmer here alongside Mike Caldwell. As Mike, this is a little bit of a spicier matchup than we would ordinarily get. Not only is it the first matchup that the teams are going to play after the initial rankings have been released, but this is also the first battle that the two teams are going to have within their conference. How do you think that might play into any of this?
Well, definitely when it's a conference game, that takes it up to another level, right? Then we got the rankings, and I think it's just going to be a good test to see for both teams to kind of see where they're at, and then kind of gauge and then how they're going to fit and how they're going to fare in the conference. So definitely a step up in level of intensity.
This is very close to being a game pitting two undefeated teams. The lone defeat here is going to be a 19-16 loss that Payson suffered at Eastmark. That was very early in the year. It was going to be a much different climate that they were playing in. They're very hot, is what I'm saying. So you can easily dismiss that away as we take a look at the keys to the game brought to you by Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. If you need a key made any day or night, any night of the week, head to 3 locations of Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. As we take a look first at the Round Valley side, where the quarterbacking is going to be done by Riker. He's thrown for an awful 12 touchdowns to 0 interceptions, and we saw him really go nuts in a big rivalry game against St. John's.
Yeah, he's a tremendous athlete. I've seen him grow up, and he's good at any sport he does. He was a great wrestler. He's a great basketball player, baseball, so I think he's only going to get better because he's just a natural athlete, and as he gets more confidence and experience, I think we're going to see the best of Riker.
See, just a sophomore as we continue with the Elk. And Seth Wiltbank, so instrumental in everything that Round Valley wants to do on the offensive side. 582 yards rushing, averaging a first down per carry. Also has caught 4 balls for 105 yards, 10 combined touchdowns. What do you think that the Longhorns are going to have to do to try to slow him?
Well, Round Valley's offense is going to run through Seth, and what we've seen in the games that we've done with Round Valley St. John's, he's getting keyed on real heavily. So Payson's definitely going to need to stop Seth, and then it's just going to be a matter of how Round Valley can adjust and take advantage of that, and then probably take what Payson's going to give them.
Continuing with the Ace Hardware keys to the game, and staying on the Round Valley side, where Keanu Clark, a big dude, 31 tackles, but also does an awful lot to make some holes on the offensive side.
He's a beast. I mean, that kid, he's a hard worker. He's relentless in the weight room, and he's nonstop motor. So he's a key player for the Elks.
Taking a look now at what the Longhorns are going to be offering. Well, Caleb Marinelli, I can tell you about him. He's a big runner for the Longhorns, averaging 6 yards a carry, 5 touchdowns, 407 yards. As this is looking like it's a pretty well-balanced offense here for the Longhorns, as they have 2 capable rushers, Marinelli combining with Travis Christensen. He is averaging almost 7 yards per carry, 205 yards on the ground. But Dexter Waterman is the quarterback, completing 61% of his passes, and he's taken some gambles. He's 7 touchdowns to 4 interceptions as far as the ratio goes. But the thing that really demonstrates to me is that they can try to beat you on both the ground or in the air.
Yeah, so that's tough when you have a well-balanced team. That's always going to be hard to key on any aspect of the offense, either the rushing or the passing game. So that makes you doubly tough when you can do both things and you're versatile.
Got both sides at midfield to do the coin toss. It's up. And Payson has won the toss and is elected to defer. So the ball will be going up. Right after this, it's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's. Real, fresh Mexican food.
We're at Payson High School where the Round Valley Elk are getting ready to play the first 3A East matchup. Either side is going to have Round Valley coming in number 3 in the state, 5-0. Payson 13 and 4-1. The Elk high-powered offense is going to get the ball first as we take a quick look at the Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. Summit Regional Medical Center, with a fully staffed emergency department and advanced diagnostics department and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapies team, Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. I'm looking up and down each sideline, Mike. It doesn't look like there's anything to talk about.
No, I did talk to the Round Valley coaches earlier in the year, and Jovan Ortiz is nursing a knee injury. It was questionable whether he's going to play, but he's stressed out, so hopefully he does get to play.
Well, that's a big one, as he's the primary target for one Riker Marble, but that is a big update there from Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. And again, with a fully staffed emergency department and advanced diagnostics department and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy teams, Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. Rowdy Rivera is going back to receive this kick.
You got Seth Wiltbank and joining him, and so Jovan is not back, so that's a little hopefully be able to get in there. So
this is a Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, head over to the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's at Northland Pioneer College, as Mike Dominguez has it teed up at the 40, and this one's ready to get underway. A huge matchup here, especially from the Longhorns' perspective, as they want to show that this 4-1 record is no accident. As the kick is away, it's short, bouncing at the 25. Rivera is approaching on a short hop, juggling it around, and now falls on it to ensure that he's going to have this first possession. That was a very dangerous way to approach that, and he had almost fumbled away, I think, trying to make sure that it wasn't going to be pinning him deep, but instead he was really trying to multitask there by putting a fork in that one and running with it.
You know, and you mentioned this is the first conference game, so not only is the intensity up there, but the nerves are going to be up there too.
So 1st and 10 here for Round Valley. First quarter, no score in the opening paragraph as they send 4 receivers out wide, 2 on each side. And working from the shotgun is Marble. Single man next to him in the backfield is Wiltbank, as there's a little pressure being shown from the edge. Round Valley going to run right into it. Is coming from the right to the left is Wiltbank. Gets over the edge and can't get to the 20, though he does pick up 3 yards, make it 2nd and 7.
Looks like Travis Christensen was in on the tackle from his linebacker spot.
So playing potentially as Ortiz remains on the sideline. He is dressed. He's got his helmet and pads in the whole 9. But without a big pass catcher on the year, he's got for 15 grabs for 455 yards and 6 touchdowns. It seems like that's even more reason to try to work it with Wiltbank, who is again on Marble's right. 3 receivers going in their direction as they hand it off to Wiltbank. Stutter step as he now gets to the edge on the right side, falls forward, and is very close to a first down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, it looks like Kellen Mills was the Longhorn on the tackle and maybe a touchdown-saving tackle there, because Seth was just about ready to break out.
Very patiently waiting for something to develop, and then with the burst of speed, sets his team up with 3rd and 2. As they approach the line, Wiltbank will now move to his quarterback's left. Receivers coming to the near side with single coverage going out on the far side for Rivera. Fake the give. Marble wants to keep it as he runs through one tackler in the backfield, now trying to dive for the first down marker, and is very close.
Again, it's Kellen Mills that made the tackle, but looks like he has enough for the first down.
It's a confidential first down for Marble as he was in duress as soon as he took the ball back. After it looked like he was just going to give it way to Wiltbank, instead calling his own number, and it has moved the chains with 10 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the initial. There's no score. The Elk have moved the football once, and now, I thought I heard a whistle. Yeah, I did.
Looks like Stockton Brown, the receiver here on the near side, left a little early.
Dead ball, false start, white, repeat first down.
So moving back 5 yards. This, of course, started pretty deep in Round Valley territory because of an awkward kick that looked like they were trying to avoid playmakers, where the Longhorns, Rivera, who's one of them, tried to grab it and run, but was not able to do both and wound up falling on it on the wrong side of the 20. Now, he's one of the 3 receivers going to the right side as they fake the give to Wiltbank, and now we're going to swing it out with a screen, but it is going to go very little after Merrill is brought down almost as soon as he grabs it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how, with Jovan out, how that's going to really affect the passing attack for the Round Valley Elks, because he stretches the field, and so that's definitely going to be a disadvantage for the Elks.
Looks as if he is just credited with getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 15. As Ortiz remains on the sideline. 2 receivers on either side of the line. Wiltbank is in the backfield again, standing on Marble's left. The Elk moved the chains once, but now working from behind him as they run the option to the near side. Marble with the late pitch. Wiltbank now surrounded, and he's not going to be able to avoid the tackler.
Great drive of Kellen Mills. That's already his 3rd or 4th tackle in this first series.
Mills that time one-on-one, running through the block that Rivera was trying to provide, and then wrapping up the shifty Wiltbank. What a great defensive effort.
So I'm watching Jovan on the sideline, and he is hounding the coach. He is right in his ear and following him. So hopefully he'll be able to get in there. I just hate to see him not be able to play.
Well, he's now on the sideline for this big passing situation. 3rd and 15. Payson watched Round Valley move the chains once. Now 8 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the initial, and they're one stop away from getting the ball into their offense's hands. Here come the Elk, though, with a fake, and now dropping back. Marble, the lefty, wants to come to the near sideline. Running out of time. He's going to unload, but he's going to leave it up high where it's nearly taken away.
Rivera.
No, Rivera's able to come down with it. They're going to say it was incomplete.
Oh, I think he caught the...
Well, he had to wrestle it away from – no, it was
did.
on the ground. A great job by the officiating crew. Rivera, who is doing the defense.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't going to matter anyways.
The result of the play will be a 4th down.
Flag on the play.
There's a hold as Marble was trying to move the pocket. So his pass goes incomplete. Threw that into double coverage, and there on the defense was Ludke. Zach Ludke, who looked like he thought he was going to be going in the other direction, but Rivera, who is arguably the best corner there for the Elk, was quickly switching hats.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, he had no business even being close to that, and he made a great athletic play.
I think that's Sergio Madrid, who is back standing around the 46-yard line in Payson territory. Round Valley is going to use Marble as the kicker as he gets away a low-line drive that will bounce and take a Round Valley bounce all the way past the 40 and down to the 35. So great roll there for the Elk, who were able to move the chains once, but no more. And now we get our first look at this Longhorn offense, which is, again, headlined by Dexter Waterman, who on the season has thrown for 512 yards, but completing 61% of his passes. He's also pretty nimble with 152 yards gained on the ground. But two capable backs are getting ready to join him in the backfield as both teams making their first appearance in region play. And thus far the story is the special teams and defensive effort that Payson was able to toss at Round Valley after the first sequence. The Longhorns wearing black on black with purple hats. It looks sharp as they got receivers on either side, I formation behind Waterman as the give goes to the deep back, and he goes crashing into the Round Valley front, able to push the pile up to the 37 and pick up a tough gain of 3.
Yeah, it looks like Jaden Cisco held the front there pretty well, nose guard, and then we had Kyle Robinger in there to assist him.
I believe that was Marinelli there with that gain of 3. Waterman, who wears both 7 and 4, looks like he's wearing 4 today as he's in the huddle. One more quick note to his backfield as Nick Dimbart is going to be the up man again in the I formation with Marinelli deep. Under center goes Waterman, and Marinelli does get the call as he goes to the 40-yard line before he is upended by one of the Round Valley front 7.
Looks like Morgan Arona, and Morgan's placed 3rd in state wrestling last year, and you can see the double takedown right there. Came into good use right there.
That could very easily be the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game, although very early with 6 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. There's no score. Payson with the ball on its own 40, facing a mid-range 3rd down opportunity. Again with Marinelli deep in the I formation, ready to go under center as Waterman. Playbook should be wide open as going in motion Devontae Johnson now lines up on the left of the line. Handoff is straight give to Marinelli, who tries going in that direction, dives forward to the 42, but is well shy of the first down.
Looks like Kyle Rominger filled the hole on that play and stopped him short of the first down mark.
Elk are expecting this to be punted away, and Payson is coming out with the punting formation. So barring any sort of laundry or miscue, Round Valley, after only moving the chains once, is now set to force a 3 and out as the snap is good and the kick is away. It's low and might have contacted one of the Elk. It's very, very short, if nothing else. But it looks as if the play is going to be blown dead, and it will be Round Valley football on the Elk 40. The Payson fans are hot, as that did look like it came up and contacted.
Yeah, Brett Jordan for the Elks was had his back to the ball.
In fairness to Jordan, that kick kind of came off the side of the shoe. And, I don't think anybody was communicating with him that it was very, very short.
Yeah, it was about 10 yards high.
So put it on the far hash. Round Valley now with its best field position, starting on its own 40. That's not a reference to the drive starting. That is a reference to how far they've been able to move it up the field. As I take a quick look up and down the Elk sideline, and Ortiz is still standing while his offense is on the field, and then goes to the middle, spins away from one man, but then falls toward the 5. I guess they're going to say that was
Dalton Stockton, middle linebacker, is the one that came in and made the stop on Wiltbank.
That's his 4th carry for 13 yards here in the early going. Marble, 1 for 2 for no yards. The conversion to Merrill didn't go beyond the line of scrimmage. So now facing 2nd down and 6. The Elk are going to come with Rivera to the near side. 2 receivers also going to the right. as Marble from the shotgun and Wiltbank on his left, readies for the second down play, fake the give. Now he's got to run to the near side, looking for some blocking help from his receivers. Turns the corner near the yard marker, but is brought down shy of the 50 to set third and short. Second time that Riker Marble has called his own number in the option. And now he sets his team up with 3rd and 1 on the Round Valley 49. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left, trying to move the football into the opponent's territory for the first time from either side. As he again works from the shotgun, Wiltbank standing on his left. Needing 1 yard, takes the snap, straight give to Wiltbank, who goes over the 50 and is again just a moment away from breaking it, but 3 Longhorns are able to hang on, but not before he picks up the Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Looks like Nick Dimbat was the one that was wrapped up his ankles.
So move the chains, 4:23 to play. No score here in the first quarter. It's perhaps a surprisingly low-scoring first quarter.
Well, you know, it looks like definitely with Jovan Ortiz out, it's kind of taking their big play ability out. And so it might be Round Valley's going to have to resort to the ground and pound, it looks like.
Got a new running back in as Wiltbank is getting his first break. 2 receivers again on either side of 1 man kind of in the H-back position as a snap is to the right, but he's still able to get that one over to Rivera. Caught at the 45, dives forward for a pickup. A very hard-fought 3 yards on that completion.
Like Sergio Madrid was on the tackle for the Longhorns.
Round Valley doing an awful lot of dinking and dunking here with the passing game. And again, with Ortiz out, that might explain a lot of it, as Wiltbank has this one blown up in the backfield. It looked as if Marble was unsure of what to do. That, in fact, was not Wiltbank. That was Baker.
Yeah, it looks like Devontae Johnson came in, and that's a read option there. And Riker, with his inexperience, he just didn't read it. And Devontae Johnson just broke through the line, and so there may have been a breakdown in the line assignments there.
Baker's going to remain in the backfield, now facing 3rd down and 8. Movement along with the wide receivers is coming out to the near side in single coverage is Brown from the shotgun. Marble looking in this direction, throws it into the flat where it's grabbed at the 35 and then pulled down on the Payson 28.
It's like Stockton Brown.
18-yard pickup. Stockton Brown with his first reception. And it's a Comfort Fit Denture first down with now Round Valley approaching the red zone. 2 minutes and 42 seconds to play. There's no score, but the Elk are threatening. That 3-down sequence was without Wiltbank. He's back out. 3 receivers set. Brown coming out again in single coverage. Ortiz still on the sideline as Rivera's in the slot on the far side. Handoff instead goes to Wiltbank, comes to the near side where he steps away from one tackler, gets to the 25, still up at the 20, 15, straight arm to get inside the 10, and a huge run there. The biggest of the day so far for Wiltbank is it's going to be 1st and goal after the Comfort Fit Denture first down for Round Valley.
You know what, Derek, what really helped that swing that for more than 4 or 5 yards was Stockton Brown and Trayson Merrill had some great downfield blocks.
It looks like it's going to be set right at the 10. As I'm waiting for the scoreboard to confirm it is. So an 18-yard gain, 35 yards now for Wiltbank as he is standing on his quarterback's right, 1st and goal with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, but looks like there's some more movement on the Round Valley front.
Dead ball, false start, white, first down over.
So that's the second penalty for 10 yards. But got to also factor in the 3rd down holding flag that was shaken away. So 1st and goal from the 14. As again they fake the give. This time Marble's going up the middle after he fakes the give and has the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown from 14 yards out.
So just as I was talking about Riker's inexperience on the read right there, he read that perfect, kept it, and went in for pay dirt. That was a great read by Riker Marble.
60-yard drive is punctuated by Marble's 14-yard run. He now with 22 yards on the ground. He also had a big 18-yard strike between he and Stockton Brown as in to kick this one for Round
Kevin
Valley.
Flores.
Snap is down. The kick is low and no good. So 6-0. Round Valley has a lead with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. To Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Round Valley goes 60 yards and puts up the game's first score. Had a couple of big conversions in that one. None bigger than the 18-yard pitch and catch between Marble and Stockton Brown on 3rd and short. Couple of big 18-yard gains. Doing most of the legwork is now the number 3 Round Valley Elk have a 6-0 lead over the number 13 Payson Longhorns. And Payson, which has run just 3 plays here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play, is really looking down the barrel as the Northland Pioneer College kickoff is angling away from us and will be hauled in at the 10-yard line, looking for some blocking help, but brought down just outside the 20, all the way down to the 25. A pretty good return, all factors considered. And we got to remind you that when it's time to kick off your college education, head over to Northland Pioneer College for the lowest tuition in the state. That's NPC. 2 minutes, 6 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 6-0. Round Valley leading on the defensive side. As out comes Waterman. He has yet to attempt one from attempt a pass. Caleb Marinelli, 3 carries for 7 yards and responsible for all the offensive output. As he right now, I believe, is lined up to the left of his quarterback. Right behind him is Dingbat. As he gets the call, trying to go to the left and is able to gain a couple of yards before he is brought down.
Looks like Canoe Clark, who we talked about in the pregame being a key, was in on that tackle.
I think that was Dingbat getting that first carry. Payson wearing a purple on black, and it is a bit of a challenge to see, but it looks great on our screen.
It's definitely a challenge.
That was actually Christensen, who is still back there in the I formation for the Longhorns, facing 2nd and 8. He gets the call straight give as he is met in the backfield by 4 different Elk.
Yeah, that was great penetration by Trayson Merrill. And the other, number 50, Armando Garcia, didn't give him any options on that play. And then Jaden Cisco came in and cleaned up. Great penetration on that play.
No gain, 3rd and 8. All 5 offensive plays here for the Longhorns have been on the ground. But this surely seems like a passing situation as the clock ticks under a minute to play, trailing 6-0. Payson now will send receivers on either side of the line. Got a couple of tight ends involved and the I formation behind Waterman, who goes under center. Turn fake to give. Play action, looking to the near side where he overshoots his man. It falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Johnson, just could not elevate to get underneath that one.
Well, we talked in the pregame about the ability for Payson to do both, and just wanted to comment on the round leg drive. They surely did mix it up, and you got to credit the head coach, Brad Bach, who's also the offensive coordinator, and they did a good job of mixing up the run with the pass, and it really paid off for the Elks.
Marinelli is going to do the kicking as Rowdy Rivera waiting on his own 44-yard line. This was setting up to be pretty good field position again for the Elk. Is this one a much better kick? High, bounces at the 47 and then all the way back to the 40 before dying at the 36. But still, not bad field position for Round Valley, which has a 6-0 lead. Round Valley again 5-0. Has been beating its opponents by about an average of 40 points. Most recently, Monument Valley, who is 3-2 and the highest ranking team in the 3A North. But Morenci, number 5 in the 2A rankings, lost to the Elk 46-7. And of course, St. John's, with all of its history, hosted Round Valley and came up 62-20 on the wrong end of that. So Round Valley has been putting together a pretty good resume, and that's how you wind up undefeated in number 3 in the first rankings, as now Marble fakes the give, looking to the far side where he's got his man caught at the 40, trying to turn it upfield at the 45, spinning around to the 54. He's eventually brought down, but not before he picks up a Comfort Fit denture first down. That was Merrill.
You know, Merrill's got a cast on his hand. I know he has. I'm not sure if it's broke, but he's definitely got an injured hand, and he's playing with a cast, so got to give him credit.
Yeah. Big note there for the Summit Regional Medical Center injury report, playing through the pain and the casting as they're again in Payson territory. Round Valley trying to get another playoff here with 5 seconds left in the first quarter, leading 6-0, and will not do so. The horn is whistled, and they'll go into the second quarter in Payson territory, leading 6-0 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, lit to smile, love your smile.
Second quarter begins after another 15-yard completion. Now, after starting 1 for 2 for no yards, Riker Marble has completed his last 3 passes, and they have gone for 36. But the last 2 have combined for 33 of those. So now he's got his team again in Payson territory for the second time in as many drives. Jovan Ortiz has yet to make the field, though he is dressed, but has not played in the first quarter. As Marble now standing in the shotgun, hands off to Wilt Bank, who's coming to the near side, stops around the 50 and then accelerates over the 45 and down to the 40 and is very close to another Comfort Fit denture first down.
Boy, he took Dalton Stockton for a ride, but Dalton hung on and again probably kept Seth Wiltbank from reaching the end zone. So we've had a couple plays that Seth is one man away from breaking it.
That one good for 11 yards. Wiltbank now on 7 carries with 46 yards. Sets this one at the 38 with 11 minutes and 35 seconds to play here in the half. Round Valley leading 6-0. And again, just 2 plays into this drive, already threatening. Again, sending receivers on either side. 2 of them split wide left. That's Rivera in the slot. Wiltbank standing on Marble's left, who's going to be using the shotgun. Merrill up in the H-back formation as he's going to serve as an extra blocker. Marble's going to run to the far side but get brought down from behind at the 45 and a big loss of 7.
That's Travis Christensen, and he made a great play. He came from nowhere, and that's a big kid that ran down. Riker Marble's not a slow kid.
We gotta get to 5!
So that sets up second down and well behind the chains. Loss of 7. So 2nd and 17, Wiltbank comes off the field. As I just trying to speculate, looking at what he and Merrill were trying to do as far as providing lead blocking. It looks as if somebody forgot to watch the 6 for Marble, who's now in the shotgun with Baker serving as his running back. Fake the handoff, tried to set up a screen, nearly intercepted.
That was a great play. I'm trying to get a number, but
they're trying to get it to Merrill. You can see there that big cast on his left hand, but that cast was not the thing that was disrupting that play. It's one of the Longhorn front. We're reading that one, and it was all over that one, nearly poised to go end-to-end potentially. As it's a 3rd down. They're calling it 15, but the ball marked back at the Payson 44. The Longhorns 1 play away from really getting themselves off the hook. As again, standing in the backfield, Baker fake the handoff. Ortiz is in, and they're going instead to Merrill as he elevates and catches this one near the 40. He takes 3 tacklers to bring him down at the 41, and that's an awful lot of work for a gain of 3. That is his second catch. No, third catch, but the second for positive yardage. And a great job there swarming the receiver by the Longhorn defense to set up now 4th and a lot. And
looks like Sergio Madrid's back to receive this punt.
Standing at his own 14. Marble able to get his hands on this one and kick this toward the near sideline where it takes a good bounce, preventing any sort of return, and set this one up for 1st and 10 with an awful lot of real estate in front of the Longhorns, who are looking for their first down. That one, I believe, will be set at the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a great job by the Payson defense that series. That could have been, if Round Valley would have went down there and scored, that could have been a really momentum boost, and they kind of got the momentum going their side by great plays on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Had a 15-yard pass and then an 11-yard run on the first 2 plays, and it looked like all of the momentum was wearing a white shirt. Instead, big loss 3 plays later. Able to get the ball back, though, again, facing a 90-yard field as Waterman goes under center. Pitches it, going to the far side, trying to get a little bit of momentum, but Round Valley's front is just not permitting any holes.
And that was Seth Wiltbank, so I don't know if they normally he's playing free safety, so I don't know if they brought him on the blitz, but Seth's the one that made the tackle in the backfield on that.
Christensen getting the carry there. Can't get anything going forward. Right back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even a small loss. So 2nd down and 10. Waterman had a pretty good look on his only attempted pass, but watch that one sail over his intended receiver's head, and he's finding himself again in a passing situation at 2nd and 10. Looks like split backs behind him as the handoff goes to the man who was closest, and he's able to weasel his way forward for about 5 yards before being brought down.
Yeah, that was
Dimbat.
Dimbat, and it looked like Gannon Earhart was on the tackle on that play.
7 yards on that carry, makes it 3rd and 4. So Christensen did indeed lose yardage. The Longhorns looking for their first Comfort Fit Denture first down with 8 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the half. They're trailing 6-0, but considering have not yet moved the chains, that 6-0 score is a little bit of a fortune there, as Waterman trying to change the play along the line of scrimmage. Now Round Valley showing pressure initially, but then backs off, gives this one to again his up man, and very close to a first down, but looking like it's marked just shy. The sticks are showing, oh, no, he's not just shy. He's a good 2 yards shy. So Dimbat gains 1. Now, Round Valley does not seem as if it's completely believing this to be a punting situation. 4th and 2 from the red zone.
It looks like Payson's running in from the sideline, so it looks like they called the play, and it looks like they're going to go for it. This is a big play early in this ball game.
Well, circle this one when you're looking for. Well, all right, single back as they're going to go with the keeper, and Round Valley might not have kept everything as plugged up as it has previously, as the ball looks like it's going to be set at the 20. The original line of scrimmage was the 10, so this seems as if that should do the trick, but Round Valley's fans are celebrating. Their coaches are also. I haven't seen any officials.
Oh, they're moving
all right.
the chains.
It's a Comfort Fit Denture first down. Credit Waterman with the 2-yard keeper. So now going back to huddle up, it looks as if Payson is a little bit surprised by the call. The fans below us from Round Valley were all cheering, but right now watching as the Longhorns gambling on their own 18, picking up the first down. 6-0 they trail with 7 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the half. Again, using the I formation as Christensen gets the call. He is met in the backfield and is going to be brought down for a loss.
That's Clark. You definitely got to block Canoe Clark because we got a flag down.
Holding, black.
So, Derek, do you accept that penalty or you take the result of the play?
I would take that. I would take that flag. It looks like Round Valley's doing the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Black. Replay first down.
Payson hasn't shown the ability to really get a passing game going. So,
well, I got Dimbat, who's been responsible for 8 yards on the ground. Marinelli with 7, though interestingly, he has not been out in either of these last 2 possessions. getting most of the work has been Christensen, and on 3 carries he has but 2 yards. So the one pass that Waterman has attempted fell incomplete, as he now finds himself in a 1st and 20 circumstance with the ball moved all the way back. They're saying it's on the 8. I think that would be more like 22, as he's got the I formation again behind him. Payson taking its time with the clock under 7 minutes to play. Now sending one of the running backs out. Instead going to give that to Dimbat, who's having a hard time getting back to the line of scrimmage. Again, the Round Valley front is really showing how stout it can play.
That's Morgan Arona and then Clark again.
I think that was actually Christensen who went on that carry and did a good job just fighting his way to the line of scrimmage. So make it 2nd down and 20. Now they're saying it is on the Payson 10. Round Valley with a 6-0 lead, as they do have an I formation that is made up of Christensen up with Marinelli deep. Receivers on either side as Waterman goes under center. And this time straight give. No, they fake it to Marinelli. Flush from the pocket, moving to the right. Now winds up and throws it downfield where he had a man with a little bit of space, but underthrew and incomplete. Pass was intended and nearly had by Ludke, but just a little bit beyond his quarterback's range.
Well, we had Clark again hot in pursuit of Waterman, and Waterman really couldn't set up, and so had to make that throw on the run, and as you can see, it just didn't have enough arm strength in it.
So Round Valley looked as if it had already stopped Payson on 1 3rd down play. Now watching as the Longhorns come out for a 3rd 19 effort with 6 minutes and 1 second left in the half. 4 receivers set, working from the shotgun for the first time. Waterman has Marinelli in the backfield on his left. This feels like it might be a screen situation, but no, I'm wrong now as Waterman starts rolling to his left, throws it upfield where it's again behind his receiver and incomplete, but again with some space, because I think the intended man was Ludke. It was indeed. And now facing 4th and 19. I think that this is well beyond the realm of gambling.
Yeah, you definitely need to weigh the percentages, and I think Payson's making a good choice there.
From the end zone, punt is away. It's high. It's a hanger as Rivera runs up and signals fair catch, but does so on his 34-yard line. So excellent field position. And Round Valley leading 6-0. Had taken the ball to start the ball game after Payson won the toss, and have the opportunity here as both teams have been really reliant upon the ground game. 46 yards had by Wiltpank, 15 from Marble, though Marble's also thrown for 39 yards. It's been far more balanced from the Round Valley attack, as Ortiz again not out there to start the possession. Wiltpank will stand on Marble's left, who's working from the shotgun. Got trips also going to the far side of the field, but the give goes to Wiltpank. Comes to the near side, stops at the 30, looking for some blocking help as he turns his back and starts trying to drive forward, and does so all the way down close to the 25, gains 7.
So, Derek, on that play, it was interesting to see Payson's defensive line shifted to the right, so I thought, oh, maybe they have a key, but actually ran the opposite side, so it didn't really pay off for the Longhorns.
2nd down, it's a long 3. 6-0, the Elk lead as Pena comes off the field. Ortiz, though, remains on the sideline. Sending the lone man to the far side, and Stockton Brown, who's got 1 catch for 18 yards. Trips coming to the short side on the right, and a timeout now being taken by the Elk. Stops play with 5 minutes, 5 seconds left. 6-0, Round Valley leading on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Knocked around.
Really?
Round Valley used its first timeout to set up this 2nd down and 3 play. They're going to move the 3 receivers now to the left of the line. Brown will remain in single coverage off on this time the right. Wiltbank, who has 53 yards on 8 carries here in the first half. has been getting a little bit more space, and since the first possession, been doing a lot more with it. As Marble from the shotgun keeps it as he comes to the right side, the vacated right side, as he gets to the 20 and has a Comfort Fit Denture first down and a gain of 6.
Dalton Stockton is the man on the stop for the Longhorns, and Riker's getting this option going and making some great reads.
That time it looked as if Payson was selling out on the give to Wiltbank on 2nd and short. Oh, wait, a flag is down, though.
Looks like it's on the, no?
No, there is no flag. So move the chains. First down into the red zone, go the Elk. Already leading 6-0 with the clock now moving at 4 minutes and 57 seconds to play. Scrimmage is the 18 as Round Valley, both sides really looking to maximize time of possession and using the huddle as the Elk again send 3 receivers going to the far side. Man split wide left is Elmer with Rivera again in the slot. Marble from the shotgun with Wiltbank on his left. Long count, fake the give, looking toward Brown. Now he's going to move the pocket to the left. Had a man open in the end zone for a moment, instead throws it underneath where it's caught, moving through one tackler and then fighting his way toward the pylon. No, it's stepping out of bounds, but a flag is down right around where Merrill had caught it. Let's see what this is. Otherwise, it's going to be 1st and goal for Round Valley.
Looks like Round Valley's coming.
Pass interference, White.
I thought Merrill did a great job of just finding the open hole in space and sitting down.
And credit Marble also for working through his progressions while he's forced to move the pocket.
You know, just out of the corner of my eye, the man that was guarding Merrill went to the ground, but I didn't see
Interference, White. 15-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
I didn't see Merrill push him down or anything.
No, I'm wondering if where Rivera was going toward the sideline, if maybe he set a pick.
Could have been, yeah.
So instead of it being 1st and goal inside the 10, maybe even inside the 5, the sticks have been moved all the way back to the 33 after the 15-yard penalty. First down and 25, not 35, according to the scoreboard.
Looks like 35.
I think that's what they think it is.
No.
3 receivers this time coming to the right. As Rivera goes in motion with an empty backfield, fake the handoff to him as Marble keeps and gets treated rudely after he crosses the 30, but still picks up 4 or 5.
Looks like Christensen came in from his linebacker spot to rudely treat Marble.
He tackled him as another one of the Longhorns was falling underneath him, and then big Brandon Strickland kind of finished off his quarterback there from Round Valley. No harm intended, of course. It was just all coming back to how Christensen was able to initiate the contact. It's another 5 receiver set. Wiltbank wide left, empty backfield for Marble as he takes the shotgun snap, drops straight back, looks to the far side where he's got a man with a little bit of space, leaping up and nearly bringing it down. It is a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown.
Wiltbank.
As Wiltbank was able to elevate and haul that in while it was very well defended, but a better delivery there by Marble, and he's able to connect that over Nick Dimbat.
You know, you got to credit the Round Valley coaching staff for that. You know, you got Ortiz out, and they got their best player out there and put him in a different position than he's normal and threw it to him. I mean, and he made a play. I mean, that you got to credit the Round Valley staff for doing that. That's great play calling and getting your best players in the right position.
So having already come up empty on 1 extra point opportunity, it looks as if the Elk are going to go for 2 here to try to make it a full 14-0 here late in the second quarter. Coming off of that 30-yard touchdown reception, Wiltbank moves to his quarterback's left. Now Merrill in motion right to left behind the line as he sets some extra blocking help. Marble fakes the give, but now still on his feet, but eventually brought down. So unsuccessful on the 2-pointer. The score remains 12-0 with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the half. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and
This is the
support.
one that made that play on that screen pass.
At Summit Health.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Round Valley now leading 12-0 on the early leader for the straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler's Orthodontics. Lift a smile, love your smile. And that's the 30-yard completion between Marble and Wiltbank. Got to, again, give a little bit of credit to Nick Dimbat, who was there stride for stride with Wiltbank, but it was just put on the money.
That was put on the money, and Seth Wiltbank just went up and out-jumped him. That was great coverage. Dimbat was right there.
This is Northland Pioneer College. Kickoff is angling to the near sideline. Will be taken at the 5, accelerating to the 15, starting angling to the right, but brought down by 3 Elk. As we're continuing the superlatives, that may be your Deemer's glass-shattering hit of the game.
Trayson Merrill. Derek, I think that one's going to be a tough one to beat.
There is a flag down. While we're waiting to sort that out, let you know that when it's time to kick off your college education.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, white. First down, Payson.
Did they get it for targeting?
I think it was with some enthusiastic back patting.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, that play deserved a little excessive back patting. I'd have to agree. So I think that may be worth it. Well, you hate to see that, but there was definitely reason to excessively back pat. Great hit by Merrill.
That moves it out to the Payson 35, and I believe this is the furthest the Longhorns have moved up the field. No, they got it to the 40 on the first drive. But now trailing 12-0, have thus far been reluctant to open up the playbook. 2 yards on 4 carries for Christensen, 7 yards on 3 carries for Marinelli, 8 yards on 2 carries for Dimbat. As they have a little bit more receiving play as they put man in motion, trying to come from the right to the left, but brought down in the backfield.
Clark. That was Sergio Madrid on the ball carrier, carrying the ball, and that was Clark. They haven't had much success running to Clark's side.
2-yard loss for Madrid on his first effort, and it's again behind the chains with the Longhorns facing 2nd and 12.
But then I look on the other side, Derek, and it's Trayson Merrill. So I pick your poison, I guess.
They are trying to get a little bit more space, again going with 4 receivers. Waterman will use the shotgun in the pistol. Marinelli's behind him. Handoff goes to Marinelli. Is he this time able to get a little bit of space going up to the 35, but that will be just a 3-yard gain.
It's like Morgan and Ronan on the tackle. That was a trap play by Payson, trying to do a little bit, mix up their blocking, but Morgan read that key and came up and filled.
So actually gains 4. Well, we had a flag down and then looks like a formation flag is going to be declined, and now Round Valley will use its second timeout, facing 3rd down and what they're calling 10. With 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter, the Elk lead 12-0 on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
So Round Valley now facing a defensive 3rd and 10 with 1 timeout remaining. If the Elk are able to get the stop, there's still going to be an awful lot of time left. And this is the first ball game in region play for both of these teams. Payson, number 13 in the first rankings that have been released at 4-1. Round Valley, number 3 and undefeated. And right now, with an awful lot going for it, as they got two safeties deep, 4 receivers set again for Payson as they fake the give, and keeping it is Waterman trying to find somewhere to go and eventually bounces off a couple of tacklers, stays on his feet. He's at the 40, 45, and out of bounds at the 50. Waterman there needing 10 and picks up 14. It looks as if one of the Elks thought that they were being blocked illegally, but there's no flag down to support the claim.
Great play by Waterman. We talked a little bit about in the pregame, and he's pretty versatile, and he made some great athletic plays on there.
Waterman now with 16 yards on 2 carries. That Comfort Fit Denture first down is massive, as it's just the second time that the Longhorns have been able to move the chains, this time taking it all the way out to their own 49. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. They trade 12-0, and again are going to get the ball to start the second half. So if they can get some points, it's going to make it for a much more interesting third quarter. Is again working from the pistol, 4 receivers along the line. Waterman now sending Marinelli out to the right, and he again wants to keep it. Waits to try to set up some blocking help, but is again going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. I say again because that is where most of the running plays have ended for Payson against this Round Valley front.
Great job by Clark again, and then Garcia is also in on that play.
Do give him 1 yard of movement, just inside the 49, but still on the Longhorns side of the field. They're taking their time now with 90 seconds left in the second quarter. Same formation as Marinelli standing on his quarterback's left, but the last time they pushed him out in motion. Not so this time, as they went to set a screen out that was thrown before the receiver was anticipating it. That was Madrid, and it was low, and it was nearly picked off as well.
Well, Derek, I think it was a good thing it was low because Rowdy Rivera had that one in his sights, and I think that was pick 6.
So that makes it third down and a long 9. Clock stopped with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Again, Round Valley does have a timeout. So if the Elk are able to contain Waterman at this point, it looks as if Payson wants to have a conversation about it. We will allow them to do so with, again, 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. 12-0 Round Valley leading on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Payson will have 2 timeouts over the last 80 seconds, trailing 12-0. Round Valley trying to get the ball back and preserving enough time to try to potentially put this out of reach. Longhorns with just 2 first downs over the first 2 quarters. As Waterman, who picked up the most recent by galloping 14 yards on a keeper, looks as if, despite it being a passing situation, they're going to come out with the I formation and some blocking help along the line. Single man split wide left as Waterman goes under center. Give is going to Christensen. He's able to slip a tackler at midfield. Now he's at the 45. Still on his feet, but loses the football, and it's out of bounds. And that is heartbreaking from the Longhorn perspective because I think his inertia might have taken him toward the yard marker.
Yeah, I think he was heading for a first down. And credit with Payson with just coming out there and lining up and making the blocks and executing that play.
Gains 6, and again, it doesn't look as if the Longhorns are interested in the punting game. Rivera is going back as if to will it into existence, channeling his inner LeVar Ball. But I don't know if the Longhorns are going to comply, as I believe they're calling a timeout.
Yeah, it looks like Payson called that timeout.
Well, they can take that timeout. We'll have a chance to take a look at the first rankings that were released. As if the playoffs were to begin with just the first rankings, Mike, all 6 3A East teams would have been involved.
Well, historically, this is one of the best conferences in the state, so that's holding true this year also.
The Yellow Jackets coming in at 15 with their 3-2 record. But after that, you almost have 5 teams in the top 10. I beg your pardon, with Payson and Winslow, they're knocking on the door. They were very, very close. Round Valley, the highest ranked team in the conference at number 3, but then Sholo's also undefeated in at 6, and Snowflake with its lone loss to number 1 Valley Christian in at 7. We'll continue talking about that at halftime as the timeout has passed, and it doesn't look as if the Longhorns are interested in kicking. Waterman walking along his offensive front and now sets up an I formation behind him as he gets ready to go into center on 4th and 4. Fake the handoff. Round Valley penetrating, forcing him to move the pocket to his right. Now he unloads, going upfield where he's got a man with some separation, and then it's caught at the 38, and a Comfort Fit Dentures first down.
Looks like Lutke, and he made a great play and adjustment to come up and bail out his quarterback.
Gain of 9 on the first reception. Lutke, who had been the primary target on the previous 4, is able to get the chain set at the 36. 50 seconds remaining in the half. Round Valley leading 12-0. But now Payson, who's not accustomed to working here with any kind of tempo, still not ready to get set. Pistol formation and stopping play. I think that nobody officially was set. Flag was thrown by the near line judge. And it looks as if the Longhorns have embraced guilt.
He was getting a little help from the Round Valley coaching staff.
If you couldn't hear.
A little advice. But looks like they listened.
Let's make it official.
Oh, substitution. Yeah, that was a good call because that player did come in late. So that was a good job by the Round Valley coaching staff to bring that to their attention because they were not going to call that.
So moving back 5 yards to the wrong side of the 40 with just 40 seconds left. 1st and 15 for Payson, having moved the chains with their first completion. As they will again work from the shotgun. Marinelli is the lone man in the backfield. Waterman takes the short drop, looking again to throw it to the far side. Had a man open in the flat, but it falls incomplete after.
I think that was Marinelli. That was intended receiver.
But it took a little bit longer than I thought. 12 seconds, eclipse. 28 seconds left, and Payson with 40 yards still needed. Although could probably start thinking field goal if they can pick up about 20. Again, going from the shotgun. Single man on Waterman's left as he looks after the short drop to the near side. That one falls incomplete. And again, not going to pick up near the yardage that they need, as Hilgendorf was the intended man. Waterman now with 22 seconds to work with. 1 of 7, 9 yards. As that's really a tribute to Round Valley's front more than anything. The Elk lead 12-0. But have been forced to stay on the field a lot longer than I think they thought they would after putting up their second touchdown. Same formation. I believe that's Christensen standing on his quarterback's left. No, that's Marinelli as they fake the handoff to him. Now Waterman's forced to move to his left, trying again to look upfield and then throws it into the flat where he could potentially have a pass interference flag. Indeed, it comes out. Right around the time the ball was arriving, Connor Lackey. It doesn't sound as if the Round Valley coaches are in agreement. The line of scrimmage was the 42. It's interesting that, well, now the officials are having a think. Lackey, oh, here we go. Oh, they're picking up the flag.
Wow.
And in fairness, so the pass is ruled incomplete, and the officials are right now advising the Round Valley sideline to.
That was actually a Payson player.
Is that what it was?
That's who he was talking to, a Payson player.
Well, in fairness, it was bang bang.
Yeah.
And I was surprised they threw the flag.
I don't know what the rule is in high school, but it definitely looked like it was uncatchable. I don't know if that applies in high school, but
I think that they were more basing that off of his Payson just took a timeout. It looked as if he had arrived potentially a little before the ball had, but it was so close. It was bang bang.
Yeah, and I was actually watching the rush. The Round Valley kid did a great job of because he actually could have hit the quarterback, but he stopped right before. So showed a lot of discipline on that, not to go ahead and take that shot.
We are fortunate right now to be able to listen in on the conversation that Payson's head coach has come out and asked what's going on. The initial conversation started with saying that one of the officials had a better look. So the conversation continued by saying, well, what justified picking up the flag? And the initial flag tosser had suggested that after the conversation they were able to recognize that ball was already in flight with incidental contact that had disrupted the play. But again, I'm surprised that I haven't heard that the ball was basically right when the receiver was arriving at the time of contact. So they're saying there is no intent as well. They were tangled up, is what we're now hearing. Credit the officials for being willing to engage in this conversation.
That's what I mean. We have teamwork. We're always stressing teamwork with the players, but the referees did a great job with that.
Yeah.
Getting together and talking and making ultimately the right call.
So that sets up 4th and 15 for the Longhorns. 15 seconds remaining. Going to have 4 receivers, 2 on either side of the line, and they need another timeout to the Longhorns. We'll go ahead and take this one with them.
Seems like that's their 5th timeout.
I think this is the 3rd and final. 12-0, they're trailing on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Snowflakes. 12-0 here at the break, or getting close to the break. 15 minutes, 15 seconds. 15.7 seconds left. All right, this could be the last play as the drop. No, we're going to try to run it out as he goes up the middle. Waterman keeps his 2 hands on the football as he spins around to the 40 and then goes down to the 36. So that, with 8 seconds remaining, and a pretty nifty move there for a 7-yard pickup for Waterman.
Yeah, Waterman definitely is dangerous if he gets out there in the open. Clark did a great job of staying in his lane and keeping leverage.
So Round Valley will take over on its own 36. And again, I looked as if the Elk were going to get out of that one a couple of times, but Waterman particularly was able to, before Payson's defense is out there, they tried to go ahead and take a knee. And I think the officials are just going to go ahead and look the other way here.
I've never seen that before. They didn't actually take a snap, did they? Or did they?
Yeah, no, they did.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Payson wasn't on the field yet.
Oh,
so
okay.
That is a way, though, the first half will end, a way that I had not ever seen, as it is 12-0 Round Valley with the lead here at intermission. And we'll tell you how they got there right after this. Again, 12-0 Round Valley in front. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Sholo, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's. Real, fresh, Mexican food.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Show Low, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
12-0 here at halftime. Round Valley, number 3 Elk, leading the number 13 Payson Longhorns after a little bit of a defensive struggle from both sides in the first half of the first quarter. Round Valley was able to convert a 60-yard drive that was capitalized by a couple of big plays that included a 13-yard or an 18-yard pitch and catch between Riker Marble and Stockton Brown, an 18-yard run from Seth Wiltbrink, all set up a 14-yard run for Marble to get the scoring going. The extra point was not good. And then after forcing another 3-and-out, no correction, this was not a 3-and-out. Gambling deep in its own territory was Payson, converting on a 4th and 2 from the Longhorn 18, but then incapable of moving the football further. The Round Valley Elk got it on a 34-yard line, and a pass interference flag forced them back to roughly the 34-yard line after they picked up a first down to the Elk. But a 31-yard touchdown pass between Riker and Wiltbank, as it again ought to be noted, Mike, that the Elk have been playing without Jovan Ortiz and going out wide to force their primary running playmaker into one of their primary passing playmakers, and both feeling comfortable doing so.
Yeah, you got to credit Round Valley coaching staff with using their best players, putting them in a position that they can be successful, and kind of playing outside the box per se. Their enrollment is, we're talking 400 kids, and so they've got to use every kid they have, and they got to get them in the right position, and they did a great job of that.
Went for 2 after that score, could not get so. 12-0. They lead here at halftime as Marble has gone 6 of 8 for 70 yards, including that 31-yard strike. Wiltbank's only catch was that 31-yard touchdown. Brown with an 18-yard catch. Merrill, who's playing with his left hand casted, he has 3 catches for 18 yards, and Rowdy Rivera with 1 for 3 yards. The other story on the ground for Round Valley, 53 yards on 8 carries for Seth Wiltbank. Riker Marble has carried the ball 6 times for 25 yards. As, again, you're looking at a very balanced offense for the Elk. Initially playing without Ortiz, it looked like they were trying to keep everything around the line of scrimmage, but as the game wore on, they started taking some more chances downfield, and you really got to look over at Stockton Brown, who only had 3 catches coming in, but getting an opportunity with Ortiz being out and really taking advantage.
Yeah, he got his opportunity and made the most of it, and what's the saying, next man up, and Stockton did a great job.
Payson's been struggling to find some offense, though. The Longhorns in the locker room potentially feeling a little bit better about themselves, as Waterman just completed 1 of 7 for 9 yards, but the 1 completion was on a big 3rd down pickup. He's also carried the ball 4 times for 24 yards. That includes a 14-yard run on another big 3rd down pickup, both of those coming on this most recent drive. Christensen has carried the ball 5 times for 8 yards. Marinelli has carried it 4 times for 10, and Dimbat has carried it twice for 8 yards. Longhorns are going to get the ball to start the second half, though they trail 12-0. But on the other end of this, we're going to take a look at the first rankings that were revealed on Tuesday. And again, it's an awful lot of 3A East, and there's already been some returns that are only going to make next week's rankings all the more cheerful. But we'll tell you about that after this. 12-0 Round Valley leading on Show Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free
Just call
dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Halftime at Payson, Round Valley leading the Longhorns 12-0. As this is a big week, the first time the rankings are revealed, and there were all 6 3A East teams that were placed in there with Blue Ridge rounding it out at 15. The Yellow Jackets were one of, 9 teams that were in the top 20 and playing up to the 4A conference this week. And having already gone to Prescott, won that one 15-13. And that's just 2 weeks now, not even removed from the tough loss that they had against Snowflake, which, speaking of the Lobos, they come in as the number 7 team at 4-1, the highest ranked team with a loss, and were forced to, on the fly, find somebody to take them on after Coconino had a COVID issue, canceling that game. It was supposed to be a home game. Instead, they got to go on the road to Peoria, which is just 1-3, but still 4A school, historic school with a lot of success, and the Lobos are leading that one 29-0 in the third quarter. So that's an impressive feat. They're having to completely recreate a game plan and then go on a long drive and come away with that kind of lead.
Yeah, you got to give them credit. And Snowflake's full of athletes when they have a lot of athletes. But yeah, to make that adjustment and be game planning for one team and then all of a sudden have to switch and do a 180 and prepare for a different team. And I'm sure Peoria's athletic.
Yeah, no, but the Lobos, state champ, playing up. Also, speaking of which, Winslow had already taken on Flagstaff and won that game yesterday 14-12. So I think above all else right now, maybe with the question mark hanging around Payson here if the Longhorns aren't able to overcome this 2-touchdown deficit, but don't think that the computer is going to frown too greatly upon losing to the number 3 team. It seems as if it's a safe bet that all 6 teams are going to be in the second rendition of the rankings when they are released this Tuesday.
Yeah, and it's going to the meat of the season is just starting, and it's going to get really exciting. It's going to be great to see these 3A East teams start playing each other, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Also, I got a score from Combs down at Santan Valley where Sholo had a 20-17 lead going into the locker room. So lots of teams playing up into the 4A conference, and right now the 3A schools are performing well, I guess is the way we'd say that. So we will have the beginning of the second half for you right after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Sholo, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, lit to smile, love your smile.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Getting ready to start the second half. Round Valley leading 12-0. Payson, which had an eventful possession to end the first half, is now sending 2 men deep for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, head to NPC. It has the lowest tuition in the state. Back to receive this one looks to be Marinelli, and I believe that is Hilgendorf, as Flores is going to kick it away for the Elk, who check in number 3 in the state and are halfway to preserving, as this one angling toward what I believe to be Hilgendorf as he catches it at the 5, starts running at the center of the field. It's stopped at the 20, and it's going to be another long field for the Longhorns, as that one will begin at the 22, as again Waterman, told you this is the break, 1 for 7 for 9 yards, but carried the ball for 24 yards, and it's shown an awful lot of nimble footwork. Mike, you thought maybe if they can spread it out and provide him with a little more avenues to run through, that could be beneficial.
Yeah, he's definitely athletic, and I think if he had a little room, he could pose some problems for Round Valley.
And they, if nothing else, did the Longhorns, that there's the opportunity there on that last drive, as they don't look like they're willing to embrace that quite yet. Spent a lot of the first half in the I formation, and that's what's set up with Christensen deep. Receivers on either side, as now a man goes in motion from the left to the right. and stops to provide some extra blocking help. Christensen with a burst, gets over the 25, and he had stood up after a 5-yard gain. A good first carry there to start the second half. And again, it's just a 12-0 game. There's an awful lot of time.
Yeah, definitely. This is anybody's ball game, and just need a couple breaks here and there for Payson, and then they'd be right back in the game.
Push that one over the 25, so call it second down, maybe a long 6, or a short 6, a long 5. As Payson and Round Valley both trying to use as much of the play clock as possible, doing a conventional huddle as they'll set up with a single back. There's an H-back off to the left of the line, and again racing from the left to the right this time is another blocker to set it up. Now give away to, I don't know who that one is. That might be Dimbat.
That's Dinbat. And Morgan Arona came up and again did that double leg takedown.
That was good for 6 yards and a comfort fit denture first down. So much more composed line play here from the Longhorns, starting to open some seams that the Payson running backs are taking advantage of. Dimbat again up as Christensen is deep in the I formation. Got receivers on either side and tight ends as well as the give goes to Christensen trying to get to the right side, but that looks a little bit more conventional from the Round Valley perspective.
Yeah, Jaden Cisco came in from his nose guard position. But like you said earlier, Payson definitely, their intensity came out, and they've taken it up a notch, and we'll just see how the Round Valley Elks respond to that step up in intensity.
No gain. 2nd and 10 with 10 minutes and 20 seconds on the first possession here in the third quarter. Payson trailing by 2 scores, but had just gained a little bit of mojo by moving the football on their last possession. Now everybody close to the line in the backfield. Christensen is up. As under the center goes Waterman, short pitch, trying to get him to the right side. He runs away from Merrill, now accelerates over the 40, still on his feet as he gets to the 45. Down the far sideline as he crosses into Round Valley territory. Has a comfort fit denture first down after he picks up 22 yards.
He was definitely running downhill, and Payson is definitely excited and came out with a different intensity level, and it's really paying off for him.
Clock moving now, under 10 minutes to play. And Payson, since that last possession, has not looked like the same team that played the first, 18 minutes. As they got the same formation, this time handoff goes to Dimbat as he accelerates to the 40, gains just 3, but this is something, Mike, that we didn't see much in the first half. It just positive yardage on every play.
Yeah, they're definitely firing off the ball. I don't know what kind of talk the coach gave, but it's working for them because they're definitely a different team than we saw in the first half.
Ball's right on the 40. Round Valley's defense, it feels like it's been out there for a long time. There was a lot of timeouts on that last possession, so they have been standing on the field for a while, but haven't necessarily been having to play. But now defending as the I formation sets up behind Waterman. He has not yet moved to pass and doesn't look like he wants to now as he hands it off to Dimbat, who's got a huge hole over the left of the lane. Goes over the 30 and to the 25 where he stood up and still takes a couple of tacklers down near the 20. Gain of 19 and another comfort fit denture first down for the Longhorns.
Nico Pena came up and made the touchdown saving tackle, but they are starting to gape some holes here on the Round Valley Elk.
That ball set just outside the red zone on the 21. 8 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. And Payson with its best scoring opportunity to date. 12-0 though they trail as they again got the I formation. Now Marinelli is deep. Receivers on either side. Handoff goes to Marinelli. Runs into one of his blockers but bounces out to the left. Crosses over the 20 and approaches the 15 to gain 5 on first.
Yeah, so there goes my coaching advice, and they definitely, they didn't spread it out, and they've come out and they've took it right at the Elks.
2nd and 5, continuing to huddle up as this drive has gone for 4 minutes. The Longhorns need a touchdown after they've been able to move the football like this. It started right around their own 25. They've penetrated now inside the red zone. Ball spotted at the 16, 2nd and 5, again with the I formation with receivers on either side. Handoff goes to Marinelli, but he's stopped in the backfield by 4 Elk.
Jaden Cisco led the charge there with Canoe Clark coming in to finish him off.
Push this one back to the 17, maybe the 18, loss of 2.
That was Kiana Clark. I think I've been mispronouncing his first name.
You're forgiven. You're local.
Well, his stepmom is going to have my ear. I have a feeling.
3rd down and 6. This feels like 4-down territory, trailing 12. Again with the same formation. Fake the handoff, moving to the right side, looking for some blocking help. Waterman, though, is surrounded again by Round Valley defenders. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Sets up a difficult decision here on 4th down and 6.
Kyle Rominger did a great job of tracking that play down. Looks like the Round Valley Elks have stepped up their intensity here to match the Payson Longhorns.
Yes. Caught a little flat-footed and watched as the front 7 had some holes opened up within it. And just trying to get some points on the board here with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. In to kick this for the Longhorns. I cannot see the number.
Looks like 23.
Well, the snap is down. The kick is high enough. It's long enough, but not straight enough. No good. Round Valley's defense will hold. Still maintaining a 12-0 lead and some frustration there for the Longhorns.
Looked like that was Mike Dominguez for the kicker for the Longhorns. That was close, Derek. I thought it was going to be good, but I have a hard time seeing depth. Well, it was the way the refs looked at each other like they were almost unsure, but.
So that brings the Round Valley offense back on the field with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 3rd, leading 12-0 as handoff goes to Wiltbank, goes out to the left side, runs through one tackler to get toward the 30, but being held up long enough to allow the pursuing Longhorns to get to him and stop him before he can continue upfield, but still a big gain of 8 on 1st down for Wiltbank.
Yeah, and the Payson Longhorns brought some pressure, but unfortunately they brought it from the wrong side, and the Elks were running the other opposite way. So looks like they're going to start crowding the line of scrimmage.
Another good read there by Marble. Talked about how he was really feeding himself with the zone read, but that time knowing to give it to his running back. Sets up the 2nd down. They're going to call it 3. Wiltbank on his quarterback's right, 2 receivers on either side of the line as Marble from the shotgun. This time calls his own number and goes to the right, go over the 30, has a 1st down, running along the 35 before he turns it up at the 40, getting to the near sideline where he runs out of bounds at the 45. Gain of 18 and a Comfort Fit Denture 1st down.
And again, credit to the Round Valley Elks for their downfield block when we had Trayson Merrill trying to get a block. And then we also had Jordan Elmer down there really sticking to their men and turning these 5 to 6 yard plays into 10, 15, 20-yard plays.
You get a little bit of a contrast where Christensen had popped one for 24 yards to get most of the gain on the previous possession for the Longhorns after Payson had done so much to get into the red zone, couldn't get any points out of it. 2 plays later, Round Valley's approaching midfield with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left in the 3rd, leading 12-0 and set up for 1st and 10 on their own 45. Again with a 4-receiver set, Ortiz is yet to be on the field. As they hand off to Wiltbank, coming to the near side, turns it up at the 45. He's at the 50. Looked like he was nearly going to slip down or get tripped up, but instead he gained 7.
Great job of getting your shoulders square to the line and just making an adjustment. He makes subtle cuts, and he's just fun to watch. He's a fun player to watch, and may have future at the next level.
Pushes this one to the Payson 47, make it 2nd down and 3. The Longhorns have to be feeling a little bit of dejection after having lost an opportunity on the previous possession, and now watching as the Elk are picking up yards in bunches as 2 receivers move out to the right. That's Elmer wide. Merrill is in the H-back slot. He is going to start moving along. No, he's going to serve as a blocker as they fake the handoff to Wiltbank. Marble trying to get to the left edge, but as he approached the 45, he gets popped. And there's a potential Deemer's glass-shattering hit of the game as the sophomore hops up. Doesn't look any worse for the wear, but doesn't gain anything as well.
That was Dylan Crutcher again. He's made a couple great plays, but that definitely has to be in the running.
Actually did gain 2 yards, begging your pardon, as he sets up a 3rd and 1, but Round Valley yet to throw the ball here in the second half. 4 minutes to play in the 3rd, and this feels as if it could be 4-down territory. From the shotgun, Wiltbank on the right, Now trying to crowd the line of the Longhorns as the give is straight to Wiltbank. He's tripped up in the backfield, but still able to fight his way over the 45 and may have a first down. It's all going to depend upon the spot. It's on the Round Valley side of the 45, and it will be just short. So 4th and inches, what do you do?
That's a good question. They're normally in the shotgun, so do you come up and take the snap under center, or do you run your offense?
Doesn't look as if the Longhorns are expecting anything but offense. As the clock moves, now 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 12-0 Round Valley leading and trying to maintain the first drive. It's a quick snap. Marble is already over the 35 or 45 and approaching the 40 as they needed inches, and he wound up with 4 yards.
Great line surge by the Round Valley Elks. They drove the Longhorns back 2 or 3 yards. Jovan Ortiz is coming in.
Hey. He's only been out there, I think, for one play after that Comfort Fit Denture first down. They put it all the way out to the 40, so he actually gained closer to 6 yards.
Yeah, that was great line surge for the Elks.
Got a couple of scores here as Snowflake leads Peoria 29-0 at the start of the third quarter. Oh, they've already scored. It's 36-0 the Lobos lead as Round Valley now facing 1st and 10, leading 12-0. Drop back, there's a flag that comes out, but Marble's going to wind up and throw this one into no man's land. It was tipped by a couple of Longhorns, but let's see if somebody...
I think Jovan was he was having trouble getting set. He didn't know if he was supposed to be on the line of scrimmage or back.
Mason, White.
Yeah, he was unsure if he needed to be in the backfield or if he's going to be on the line of scrimmage.
White, repeat 2nd down.
I think that's first down. It'll be 1st and 15, pushing it back to the 45 on the far hash. Yeah, surprised Ortiz coming out here with Sholo looming?
I kind of am, but if to play him a play here or there, it is kind of surprising.
Also getting a little brisk out there, playing with a hyperextended knee potentially. Is there the standoff is faked to Wiltbank, keeping that one as he runs to the left side. Marble gets over the 40 and approaches the 35. Definitely gained all the yards lost on the penalty. May have a 10-yard pickup, set up a 2nd and 5.
Noah Dana did a great job pulling and leading the way for Riker. So it's good to give these guys credit when they, on that 4th and short, they got off the line, and then Noah Dana did a great job leading around the end. So they don't get a lot of credit as these other guys, but they are the key to any kind of success for a football team.
2nd down and 5. Looked as if, he was kept in bounds, was Marble. So 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. Facing now 2nd and 5. The lone pass attempt occurred when they were lined up illegally for the Elk here. So keeping it on the ground, and now off the line come the Longhorns, and that might have just moved the chains.
Dead ball encroachment.
So push them up 5 yards. And I think that they are still going to need a little bit of space. Nope, that's a Comfort Fit Denture first down. So move the chains now, 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third. 12-0 Round Valley leading and driving as looking to pass, throwing it over to Rivera, who's going to be surrounded, but he patiently waits, still is on his feet as he gets over the 25, but refusing to yield and eventually bringing him down. I think that was Dimbat. Tough tackle there, but great run there by Rivera.
That may be one of the best 6-yard receptions I've seen.
First pass and completion for Marble. Second grab there for Rivera. As this time they give way to, Wiltbank, who starts on the left, now accelerates to the right and is in the end zone for the score. And it doesn't seem to be any flag, so make that a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown. 30-yard run and 2nd touchdown on the night for Seth Wiltbank.
That was an incredible run, Derek. I mean, he made a couple jump cuts and almost like a dead leg there, and that was impressive. Back-to-back 2 athletic plays by Rowdy Rivera and then Seth Wiltbank. The Elks may not have a lot of kids, but they have some good kids.
Flores is going to come out and attempt the extra point, now leading 18-0 with 1 minute and 36 seconds left. The snap is down, the kick is away, and it is good. 19-0. Round Valley now leading the Longhorns on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
Well, Derek, that was a highly successful.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Round Valley now leading Payson 19-0, the number 3 Elk over the number 13 Longhorns. What were you most impressed by that drive, Mike?
You know, it was a successful drive, whether they scored or not, but to take that down, eat up the clock, and then punching in, that was a great drive, and you couldn't ask for anything more.
Flores, who was successful on the extra point, again kicking this to the near side, hoping that rolls out of bounds. Instead is going to be picked up inside the 5, looking to try to make something happen as he cuts to midfield. Now he's all the way up to the middle to the 30 before he's finally brought down by a couple of Elk.
That was Hilgendorf for the great play. Didn't start off very good, but it sure ended well.
I think he thought that was going to break the plane or go out of bounds. Instead, he had a little pucker up moment.
Yeah, maybe he gave the Round Valley relaxed a little bit, and then he gave his teammates some time to find a man and block.
So 1 minute and 25 seconds left here in the third, and the Longhorns, who showed they can also occupy an awful lot of game clock with the last drive and couldn't get any points out of it, find themselves trailing 19-0. Time is becoming a bit of a factor as they approach the fourth quarter. Waterman goes under center with the I formation behind him. As the handoff goes to Dimbat, who is up close. He gets to the 35, but there is stood up after a gain of 4.
Yeah, so Derek, can the Payson Longhorns afford to have a deliberate drive, or are they going to have to open it up?
Well, the better question, I think, becomes how do they open it up? Is that the strength of the team apparently is in the backfield. But they're huddled up and looking very patient as the clock goes under 1 minute to play in the third, trailing 19-0, facing 2nd and 6. Single receivers again on either side of the line as Marinelli and Dimbat make up the I formation with Waterman going under center. Pressure at least shown by the Elk as they again go to Dimbat as he is able to get over the 35 and then fight his way toward the 38 to set up 3rd and short.
Looks like Brandon Strickland on the tackle. That's great offensive lineman getting some time on the defensive side and then made the most of it.
Sounds as if some of the Round Valley faithful, unhappy with that spot, give Dimbat an additional 2 yards. He now has 42 on the day. I don't think the Longhorns need to snap this, but they approach the line with the clock under 10 seconds to play. Trips coming to the near side, empty backfield for Waterman. He takes the snap, drops back, looking at the near side. Now he's got a man that slipped behind the defense, but he cannot convert as Hilgendorf was open. But as the pass falls incomplete, there's a flag in the backfield.
Oh, roughing the passer, White.
And the drive will maintain after that 15-yard flag, an automatic first down.
What a missed opportunity for Payson. Wide open, there was definitely a blown coverage.
Fans again are unhappy with that call. I didn't see it. I was looking upfield. Did you see anything?
I didn't see it. I looked back and saw the flag.
So they're going to mark off 15 yards from the 38.
Ramley definitely dodged the bullet there.
I think they're going to
out here. We have an untimed. Hey, get out here and run your play. You have an untimed down.
Well, you heard it.
No.
Oh, and now the mic's off. So there's going to be an untimed down.
You definitely know where you stand with these refs.
Okay, so there's one untimed down here to end the third quarter. Let's see if they start the clock. They already got 12 minutes in the fourth quarter on the scoreboard. It's been pushed into Round Valley territory after the Comfort Fit Denture first down. So this untimed down will be 1st and 10 with Payson trailing 19-0, and the ball moved to the Round Valley 48. Again, working from the shotgun. Marinelli is going to be in the backfield with Waterman, who had a missed opportunity on that last play but was able to absorb the blow and pick up the first. Handoff goes, no, they keep it with Waterman as he goes to the right side, tries to slip one tackler as he spun over the 45, winds up gaining 3, and that is how the third quarter will end, with the Longhorns again putting a drive together but getting a little bit of help from the Elk, who lead 19-0 going into the fourth quarter on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
So the most recent first down for Round Valley coming off a roughing the passer flag, and then Waterman, quick on his feet, gains another 3 yards. He is now responsible for 27 yards, and I believe that was his first carry in the second half, which is just flying by. For the second time in as many possessions, Payson has the ball in Round Valley territory. It started the third quarter while receiving the kick and going 60 yards before stalling out, and could not get a field goal up and in. Round Valley alternatively went the length of the field and had an extra point good to make it 19-0 and provide all the scoring here in the second. Now on the Elk 44, Waterman drops back, looks right, comes to the left. His pass is had, but trying to come back to the middle of the field will only be good for a couple of yards as the pass was completed to Hilgendorf. Make it, though, a manageable 3rd and 5 or 6. As, again, time a factor with the Longhorns trailing by 3 scores. And that's going to involve a couple of 2-point conversions. 2 receivers on either side. I would wager that Round Valley's defense needs to count on being out there for 4 downs. Is now looking to the far side. Pass is complete, trying to cut back to the middle, but brought down at the 40 and a gain of 2 over to the 39.
Brett Jordan did a great job of staying home, but that almost looked like it was going to maybe setting up a double pass there. It had that action.
Was that cut by Marinelli?
Yes.
They're going for it on 4th and 3. Single back as Waterman's trying to keep it. Uses a straight arm but cannot shake the tackler, and he's going to be stopped after a short gain shy of the yard marker. Round Valley's defense holds and forces the turnover on downs. Waterman seems, I should correct myself, he seems confident that he's at least close. Oh, no, I thought that he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but they're saying that's a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
This crew has got great eyesight. They haven't. There's been a couple times they haven't wanted to bring it out and measure.
Well, I thought that he was stopped well short. We're looking at the replay here. There he is with the straight arm, but he's spinning and bringing his line up with him as he was able to drive his feet forward and fall even more forward. So credit Dexter Waterman.
Yeah, it's a great athletic play. He had Morgan and Rona wrapped around him, and he fought for that yard.
10 minutes and 20 seconds left as there might have been a little bit of miscommunication. That time he's going to be brought down for a big loss.
Jaden Cisco.
Say his forward progress was stopped after just a loss of 2.
You know, Payson has their moments. They just haven't been able to really consistently put a drive together and put good plays back to back.
Well, they're checking in as the number 13 team. Their lone loss was in the heat at Eastmark. This has the feelings of a team that's going to be a factor one way or another in the East.
You're definitely going to have to play well to beat them.
Still taking their time. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left, and just now to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 12 as there's an empty backfield for Waterman. Sending a man in motion, fake the toss to him, drops back. He's looking over the middle of the field where he's trying to get a little bit of space, and this could potentially err. The flag comes out late.
I think you got to throw that one.
It looked as if the defense there being provided by Brown was just a little too handsy, as Hilgendorf was begging for the flag even before the ball was released.
That's going to give him a first down, though.
So that should be an automatic first down.
You know, Jordan was in great position, just a little bit, like you said, too handsy.
So move that one to the 24. Comfort Fit Denture first down again coming off of a penalty flag. 9 minutes and 23 seconds left. Round Valley leading 19-0, but Payson threatening. I formation again behind Waterman. Marinelli stepping around some tacklers to get to the line of scrimmage where he has stood up for a very short gain. It just feels as if at some point the Longhorns are going to have to increase their sense of urgency. Trailing again by 3 scores, and that is factoring in 2 two-point conversions. They are content to get a yard on that one, but now have used up more than 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, and they're huddled up and patiently executing the offense. If absolutely nothing else, this Round Valley defense has spent an awful lot of time on the field going back to the second quarter. As under center goes Waterman, he's got the I formation behind him. This time looking to drop it off on the left side, and it hung up, but Rivera did not break. Instead, Wisely is going to play defense on the receiver and not try to get the interception. So it'll go for a 4-yard pickup and set up a 3rd down and short. But again, Round Valley has to assume that it's got to be out there for 2 more plays at the least.
Looked like Wyatt Ashton on the reception there with Nico Pena on the defense.
3rd down and 3. Single back behind Waterman, who gives it away, but blowing that play up was one of the big ones for the Elk. Who was that?
Armando Garcia. Another key play, and maybe in the running for the glass shadow.
Yes, and depending on what happens on this 4th down play, after Dimbat was not able to get back to the line of scrimmage, that could potentially be the Deemer's orthodontics, the Beeler's orthodontics straight line play of the game. Because
that definitely, I could hear that up here.
Yes. Could it be both?
We may need to come up with a sound play of the game, because that definitely would be in the running.
4th and 3. Payson's offense still on the field down at the Round Valley 18. Long count there for Waterman, who's trying to get somebody to jump, but nobody's doing so. So the sideline calls the first timeout with 7 minutes and 9 seconds left. Payson trails 19-0, facing another big 4th down play on Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
So Payson uses its first timeout as we take a look here. The Sholo Cougars now lead Combs 26-17 in the 3rd quarter. Last we saw Snowflake was leading Peoria 36-0. And, of course, the 3A East already 2-0 against the 4A Conference, with Blue Ridge beating Prescott and Winslow knocking off Flagstaff. Here, the only game in the region is a tight one, 19-0. Payson's had the ball an awful long time here in the second half as the handoff goes. Christensen trying to get to the left side. He's got the first down as he dives for the 10. And possession will remain with the Longhorns, but the question's going to become, are they going to leave themselves with enough time? Is that Comfort Fit Denture first down was good for a gain of 7 and set up first and goal on the 9.
Well, this is definitely going to be an important series for both teams. Payson definitely needs this, and then if Round Valley can hold them out, then their offense has shown that they can pretty much grind the clock out.
The lone drive here in the second half for Round Valley was lengthy, both in the distance it traveled and the time that it had the football, as Waterman sending a man out of the backfield. Handoff goes Dimbat, trying to find some space going up the middle, and he drags a tackler inside the 5. Nice gain of 18.
Looks like Morgan Arona was the man being dragged, but held on tight to keep him out of the end zone.
Payson now showing a little bit more urgency as Dimbat has, he was brought down at the 1.
Oh.
And the fumble is dropped, but Waterman's able to fall on it. So sets up third and goal, and again, time a huge factor.
Boy, if he could have kept his foot in, he could have jumped right into the end zone, but.
Third down. Ball is still being said to be on the 1, and Payson now with 5 minutes and 44 seconds left, being very, very methodical, trailing 19-0. Waterman sets up. He's got 2 backs behind him, a man coming in motion left to right behind the line. Stops and will provide blocking help in that direction as the handoff goes to Marinelli, who stops shy of the goal
Armando
line.
Garcia again. 2 big plays in this series.
That one was probably for a loss, and it's 4th down and goal from the neighborhood of the 2.
You got to credit these Round Valley Elks for their. I mean, they just don't give up, and they don't give anything easy.
A big contingent of Elk fans here who have risen to their feet. 5 minutes to play, 19-0, their team leads, and this might be the play of the ball game here as Waterman goes under center. Handoff is given to Christensen, who's again met in the backfield, but this time he's able to fight his way through just the smallest of creases and get the score. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown has the Longhorns on the board, 19-6.
Hey, credit Christensen with his, he kept his feet running and moving, and he ran through a couple Elks.
It looks like they are just going for the 1. Oh, no, never mind. Receivers out wide left. Waterman sets up in the shotgun with Christensen standing on his right. Now he is out of the backfield, coming to the near side. Wind up and throw it toward the goal line where it was trying to get it to Johnson, but it was broken up and Undefeated.
Morgan Arona.
There you go. So the score is at 19-6 with 4 minutes and 49 seconds left. One would assume that an onside kick is coming on the other end of this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Grandma's got the hands team on.
19-6, the Elk lead. Now, here's an interesting factor with Ortiz, who has been on the field to receive some of these onside kicks. He's not available. He's not on the field now. They got 2 players who are going back deep, but the other 9 are expecting this one to be dribbled.
Yeah, it looks like they definitely have a hands team in there.
Stockton Brown is up close, and as this one's rolling toward the 50, it's contacted and knocked back toward the Longhorn side of the field, and Payson has recovered.
Great onside kick. And I'm sure you saw the highlights of the Hamilton game.
Yes.
Because They may have watched those highlights, the Payson Longhorns.
Well, it looked as if they were trying to form some sort of bubble around the rolling football. I don't know which one of the Elk was trying to jump out there and get in the way. I think
that was Brett.
That was Earhart.
No, that was actually Brett Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, the Elks are kind of consoling him. But it looks like he almost lost his footing. But that was tough. That was just a great kick. Great execution by the Payson Longhorns.
So they have the football. They trail 13, 19-6. So it's still a two-possession ball game. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. As Waterman hands this one off, going from the right to the left, but tracked down in the backfield and stopped for no gain is Garcia. Note.
Ortega, I believe, was the ball carrier.
Sergio Madrid.
Oh, yeah, Sergio Madrid, and I think it was Garcia on the tackle.
Payson has not shown much of a want to hurry and are back and huddled up as the ball now spotted on their 41 after the 2-yard loss. Clock is running at 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play. They trail 13. Waterman from the shotgun, moving the pocket to his right. Trying to get somebody open downfield. Throws this one over everybody, but nearly diving underneath. It still was not the intended receiver, but nearly coming up with that one was Hilgendorf.
Yeah, it looked like he was aiming for Lutke, and that ball just kind of carried on him. But credit Hilgen, trying to make a great attempt, and he almost came up with it.
Clock does stop. Now I think there's 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. So Payson can work at the pace that it prefers. As two receivers on either side of the line come out of the huddle. Lone man in the backfield is Marinelli. Fake the handoff to the man in motion. Now Waterman tries to go over the left of his line.
Garcia again with a nice hit.
So that will be a tough way to gain 3 yards. As it sets up now on the Payson 44. Clock is under 4 minutes to play, and again the Longhorns need 2 possessions here. If they had anything that could strike quick, they need to dial that one up here on what I thought was 3rd and 10. Is it 4th down?
Derek, I wasn't very good at math, so I've kind of lost track, to be honest with you.
Well, the first play, this is the 4th down play, as I forgot about the first play that was for a loss. So Longhorns now got to call timeout with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left. They trail 19-6, and again, this could be the ball game on Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk 106.7.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Well, the Longhorns have had the football for much of this second half, have been able to get one score on the board. Of course, had their first drive stall after breaking into the red zone, and right now those points that they lost are looming. As had they been able to get that and convert, we could be looking at a little bit of a different scenario, but still with 2 possessions needed. They come out facing a 4th and 10 play with receivers on either side of the line. Again, 4 receivers set. Waterman, quick strike as they try to get it out to midfield, but it falls incomplete. So after the Elk couldn't successfully recover the onside kick, they force a 4-and-out and are now going to have the football with 3 minutes and 26 seconds remaining, and Payson can only stop the clock once. So a first down here seems like it ought to do the trick.
Is this Rambo only their second possession of the half?
Correct.
Wow.
But I think that they have scored on their last 3 possessions.
Yeah.
So here come the Elk with Wilt Bank, who has only carried the ball 11 times, though for 98 yards, right around his average of a first down per pop. have receivers on both sides of the line. That includes Brown, who's all alone here on the left, but the handoff goes to Wiltbank. Patiently waits for something to develop as he goes over the 40 and then tackled forward to the 35 and is very close to a Comfort Fit Denture first down. Gains 9, but more importantly from the Round Valley perspective, the clock is moving.
Yeah, that's a great description because that was definitely a patient run, and he lets his block set up, and then when he sees an opening, he puts his foot in the ground, and he is accelerating.
2nd and 1. By the time the ball is snapped, there's going to be fewer than 3 minutes remaining. Receivers again on either side, but 2 of them wide right. Brown again the lone man on the left. As Marble keeps it this time, running to a vacated left side. He's got the first down over the 30, accelerating to the 25 and forced out of bounds. If there's a negative there, it's that the clock won't move, but still, he picks up the Comfort Fit Denture first down on a gain of 10.
Again, a great job by Noah Dana pulling out there and leading the way for Riker. Got to credit these Elks for getting downfield. Both the receivers and the linemen done a great job of that tonight.
1st and 10, leading 19-6. This is not a conservative approach here.
No.
By the Elk. They look like they are constantly with the foot on the gas, though at this point eschewing the air game. Try to keep it on the ground, again with the same formation. Brown the lone man on the near side. Now Wiltbank moves from the right to the left of his quarterback, who's in the shotgun. Marble with the long snap. Now gives way to Wiltbank, accelerating to the right side. His receivers blocking upfield as he cuts it outside of the 20. Still on his feet as he gets inside the 10, but I think he's going to be having benefited from a little bit of an illegal block, and now a flag comes in late as Wiltbank.
Be nice to. Jordan Elmer was out there, and
Was that out of bounds? So freaking dirty.
I think there might be a late hit out of bounds in addition to this hold, which I'm sure was the first flag that was thrown.
What do you got?
I got a late hit out of bounds.
Okay.
Well, that answered that. I don't think we were supposed to hear that part yet, but there was a late hit out of bounds, so it's going to be first down for Round Valley, even after they mark off.
Will that be offsetting, or are they going to?
Well, so the last one's. Oh, wait. No, I think our microphone is off again. So I think that you have to mark off the first flag for the hold, and then the.
It's a dead ball foul, right?
Yes, that's an automatic first down. So they're marking off the hold, which is now being signaled. That moves the ball back to the Payson 31, and now they are marking off the personal foul.
Which comes with an automatic first down.
Yeah. So a Comfort Fit Denture first down, on first down, after it looked as if Wiltbank was going to clinch the ball game. Instead, his team has moved scrimmage into the red zone and at the 17-yard line, I want to say. It's called the 17-yard line. The scoreboard right now is holding out. 19-6, Round Valley leading, 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. And in at the running back position for the Elk is Baker. And a whistle stops play before they can get going.
Offsides on Payson.
So Longhorns unraveling a little bit here. It'll be 1st and 5. Gage Baker was in the backfield after Wiltbank was hit late out of bounds, and I think that he's still on the sideline. Yep, there he is. As he looks like he's favoring a heavily taped right ankle or foot. So 1st down and 5 with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left. Baker again, the running back. As Round Valley looks ready to employ a 4-receiver set. Man split wide on the near side is Pena. And timeout is being asked for and awarded to Round Valley with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left. The Elk lead 19-6 on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Getting ready for a 1st and 5 play, but Mike, you have an update from Santan Valley.
Yeah, it looks like the Sholo Cougars are leading the Combs 34-24, under a minute in the 3rd quarter.
And last we had heard, Snowflake was all over Peoria. 3A East could wind up going 4-0 against the 4A conference.
That's pretty impressive.
Round Valley still opting to keep Wilbank on the sideline, leading 13. 1st and, well, they're calling it 1st and 10. Maybe the offside penalty was not. Fake the toss now, is keeping it, coming to the near side. Marble got a block as he's trying to kick it even further outside. He's brought down from behind, lost the football, but was able to gather it back in, and he looked like he had landed awkwardly on his neck and or shoulders, but he doesn't seem as if he's too bothered by it. Winds up going a long way to pick up 5 yards. Now it is 2nd and 5, but the clock is moving. Marble now is 75 yards on the ground, 76 yards through the air. In the huddle, Round Valley with 2 minutes separating them from victory, leading 19-6. Brown coming out, split wide left. 2 men go to the right side. That includes Rivera and Elmer. As from the shotgun, Marble gives way to Baker, trying to get some room over the left side, fights his way over the 5, has a comfort fit Denture 1st down, as this will set up 1st and goal. And at this point, Round Valley can just start taking these if it is so inclined, but there doesn't seem to be any inclination.
Well, I tell you, Round Valley Elks line is really getting off the ball. There was 5 men down, 5 yards down the field. There's no one sitting around, so got to credit them.
Break and huddle. Again with 3 receivers going to the line of scrimmage. And Baker will again operate as the running back with Marble from the shotgun. Handoff Baker, but he's brought down before he can get to scrimmage. Less than a minute to play. As I think right now, Gage Baker, who I believe is another one of these sophomores.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, and he had a knee injury during the summer in wrestling. So
trying to get some of these youngins a little taste.
On that tackle again, it was Dylan Crutcher.
Baker again going to be brought down before he can get to the line of scrimmage as Payson.
That's Dylan Crutcher again, and that's
fired up.
Yeah, he is a hitter.
Less than 30 seconds to play, and the Elk now facing 3rd and goal from just inside the 5. Perhaps now Round Valley is thinking taking a knee don't look so bad.
Yeah, I think that's.
They're still in the huddle with 12 seconds, and I think the final score will wind up being 19-6. The Elk, number 3 in the state, have gone on the road, made the long trip to Payson. The Longhorns made a game of it in the second half, but will suffer their 2nd defeat. And we'll have to wait till Tuesday to see what the computer thinks of it, as the final score will be 19-6. We'll tell you about it right after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Who sells the number 1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Final score at Payson, Round Valley on top 19-6, as again all 6 teams would have been in the field of 16 had the first rankings been the last. And it just kind of feels like this is one of those games where there wasn't really a loser, all factors considered.
No, both teams came out and played hard, and Payson just made some plays, but just consistently couldn't put anything together, and then had a couple opportunities that if they would have went their way, it could have been a whole different ball game.
But this is what you get, though, when you play in the 3A East. You're looking at Payson, you said earlier, Mike, that they're going to force you to play a good game if you're going to come down here and beat them. They are now 4-2, and I can't imagine that their ranking is going to slip much after playing the number 3 team in the state that tough. But now they got Snowflake at home next week. 2 straight on the road at Show Low and at Winslow before they finish with Blue Ridge. Now, they're going to need to win one of those.
Yeah, that's the thing. The 3A East, boy, once you start it, it's just meat grinder, and there's no easy games. There's not an easy team. There's not one easy league. So you're going to have to come to play, and you're going to have to play your A game to beat anybody in the 3A East.
Round Valley, again, the number 3 team in the state, goes on the road and maintains a perfect record. Scored on its only possession before the final clock killer in the second half to take that what at the time was a 19-0 lead. As we take a look at the individual numbers, with Riker Marble had gone 7 for 9 for 76 yards. He had also rushed 12 times for 75 yards. Also making a huge impact was Seth Wiltbank with 12 carries for 107 yards that included a touchdown. His only reception went 30 yards for a touchdown. And since we brought that one up, why don't we just quickly transition to what in hindsight is very obviously the Beeler's Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. It was a close game at the time. You had no Jovan Ortiz of note. At this point, he'd only played one play, the primary pass catcher for Round Valley. So facing what I believe was at the 2nd and 10, they go ahead and empty the backfield, split Wiltbank out wide, just send him down the far sideline. It was well defended, but a perfect throw from Marble and a perfect elevation and grab there from Wiltbank was going to provide all the separation that Round Valley needed.
Yeah, you just got to credit. Payson had him covered. Great coverage. Great ball by Riker Marble, and then just even a better play by Bank. You put him out there and just tell him to go make a play.
And make a play he did. Is that the Beeler's Orthodontics straight line play of the game? Beeler's Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. As we consider the glass-shattering hit of the game, there was an awful lot we could talk about from both sides. Give me the Payson Longhorn that was so frequently in Round Valley's.
Dylan Crutcher, and he was a crusher. His name's Crutcher, but he was a crusher. And Dylan was all over the backfield of Round Valley and definitely could have been a recipient of that award and definitely deserves credit.
But who do you like instead?
Well, I got to mention Armando Garcia had a bunch of hits, and if you probably were looking at volume of hits, I would say Armando Garcia. But Trayson Merrill came out there and drilled, and I think it was on a kickoff.
Yes.
Just perfect form tackle, and so I'm going to say Trayson Merrill.
So this ought to negate the unsportsmanlike conduct flag that Round Valley received afterwards. So impressed they were by Merrill's big pop there.
Yeah, and I think it was well-deserved, and, if you're going to do it, that's the time to do it, I guess. And, you hope not to get those, but they were definitely enthusiastic and well-deserved hit by Trayson Merrill.
Merrill, you see him on the screen right now playing with either a casted or incredibly heavily taped left hand, was also instrumental in the passing game as he had 3 catches for 18 yards, but he's responsible for the Deemer's glass-shattering hit of the game. For all your glass needs, call 1-888-GLASS-MAN. As Round Valley winners 19-6 on the road. The last thing we have to talk about is the Alberto's hungry player of the game, Alberto's real fresh Mexican food. Already talked a lot about some of the offensive impact, but Payson had the football so long in the second half, felt like we needed to look at the defensive side for this player of the game, and who'd you like?
There's several of them. You got Kiana Clark is somebody you got to mention that had a great first half. Again, Trayson Merrill, Jaden Cisco. But talked a little bit about him and his hits was Armando Garcia. He showed tonight and made some key plays and some glass shattering or great plays that he made. I'm going to say Armando Garcia.
All right, there's your Alberto's hungry player of the game, Alberto's real fresh Mexican food. We'll have some final thoughts and a couple of scores right after this. 19-6, Round Valley winners at Payson High School. We'll finish it up here after this on Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 107 and iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
So Holbrook beat Alsace 62-24.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
They're here.
Oh.
Final score, Round Valley 19, Payson 6. The Elk remain undefeated and are seemingly going to be no worse than number 3 in the state the next time the rankings are revealed. Payson, I can't imagine slipping much below 13, but of course a lot of that is going to depend on what happens underneath them. That is a neat segue into what has been going on around the region, including yesterday. Winslow was hosting Flagstaff and knocking off a 4A team 14-12. Blue Ridge goes on the road to an undefeated 4A team in Prescott, wins that one 15-13. We got a couple of scores. Speaking of 3A East 4A matchups, last we'd heard Snowflake was at Peoria leading 36-0, and the last score we had heard from Show Low, well, we can update it for you, 42-32 with less than 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So potentially the only loss suffered in the region is between two teams within the region, and 4A wins over 4A teams. That's a pretty good week.
That's a pretty good showing by the 3A East, and makes for an exciting conference race, and the games are just going to get better.
The next week is going to be pretty hot, as Round Valley is potentially going to take an undefeated record to Show Low, which is also going to be potentially undefeated. Snowflake is trying to keep pace, having suffered one loss, and playing a Payson team that is going to be trying to recover. That's a pretty big rivalry also, Snowflake and Payson. So that could be pretty spicy as we consider what else is coming up down the chute. Blue Ridge, I don't know who the Yellow Jackets got next, but they're going to have to do a little bit of work here to keep pace with both their teams in the region and as well as everybody in the state having already suffered a couple of losses. So it's going to be another big week, but the next 4 weeks are going to be huge here as the East is looking to heavily populate the state field and try to recover after knocking each other around.
Yeah, so it looks like Blue is at Winslow, so that's going to be another tough game. We're going to find out a lot after that game.
Also could tell you that Holbrook knocked off Alchesay somewhere in the neighborhood of 62-24. I believe the Roadrunners have just suffered one loss. So that is a development there from a team that formerly was of the 3A East. As again, our final score here at Payson, 19-6. Round Valley knocks off the Longhorns, and the Elk remain undefeated to set up a really big one at Show Low next week. As we thank you all for joining us and starting your weekend. Thank you, Mike, and everybody in the truck and on the cameras. I'm Derek, and we will talk to you again 1 week from now.
This has been Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Little Bluebird Studios, Comfort Fit Dentures, Alberto's, and Summit Regional Medical Center. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk 106.7.